Hello there. So I'm going to show you a brief demonstration. We're going to talk about the piano, some basic things about your hands when you play the piano. First of all, when you pull up to the bench, it's really important. You got your music in front of you and that your hands are relaxed and curved this way. I'm going to try to get where you see. This way, as opposed to wrist down. This is bad. Elbows and knees bad. Slouching over, very bad. You're supposed to sit up straight, your back straight. There's no back bench, but it's as if you were sitting straight with your back on the long, like a straight bench. So, hands this way. Up, not down. It's really important. Fingers relaxed, because you want to be able to move your fingers individually. With your hands, each finger is assigned a number. Your thumbs are 1. First finger is 2. Middle finger is 3. Ring finger is 4. Pinkies are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also need to be able to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try that together. 1, start with thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You notice when I did this, my middle fingers moved a little bit. You want to try to avoid that. Doing it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes this one just pulls other things with it, doesn't it? The main thing when you're playing is to be able to be flexible, like this. Okay, so looking at the piano, it may be hard from your angle, but I'm starting today not with D the dog, which I will show most of y'all, but I'm going to start with my thumb, right hand first, on C, here. So C, that's 1. Then we're going to walk up each finger at a time. 2, that's D. 3 will be E. 4, F. 5, G. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, D, E, F, G. Then back down with my right hand. 5, that's G. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What I just played has a name. That's called a pentascale. Penta, meaning 5. Like the Pentatonics. Imagine that. No, they didn't invent it. Penta is 5. Pentascale, Pentatonics. 5 people. A little bit of trivia for you. So, that was a C pentascale. You probably won't go that fast right away, but you'll get there. Now with your left hand, I'm a lefty. You might be a lefty. Or you may write with your right hand. You know what? Guess what? Your piano doesn't know the difference. So you have to learn both hands. It doesn't care if you're right-handed, left-handed, both-handed, all knees and elbows. It wants you to use both hands. So with your left hand, to play that same pentascale, you got to line up your fingers the same way. However, if you started on C, it wouldn't be right with both notes. It doesn't sound like unison, does it? So what you'll do is you'll start with 5. You're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make it work. So you start with your pinky on C here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The notes being C, 5. This is left hand. D, 4. E, 3. F, 2. Thumb is G, and then back. Now eventually you work both hands separately. Okay. Maybe you write with your right hand. Okay, we're going to start with the right hand. You may be doing it in, whatever speed. You know what? It's not a speed contest, at least at first. We just want your hands not be drooping, you to be sagging. You want to be up with good hand position. Notice how I had both hands up. So this is with both hands at the same time. It's the pentascale. When you play two different notes that sound the same like that, that's in an octave. They're different octaves. But a unison, like unicycle, unison means one. So it's one note, but it's in different octaves. So we're starting with C with both hands. One hand I've got my thumb, that's the right hand, and here I have my pinky. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, G, C. Now that's just one of many scales. Scales are keys. They each have a different key signature. The key signature unlocks the scale. It doesn't really matter what note you start on, as long as you know the pattern. That was C. I could start also on G. G. See, that sounded very similar to it. Or I could start on F. That one wasn't as clean. Should slow down, Miss Beth. Because I had to go up to B flat. They all basically sound the same. You're just starting on a different note. Now, for most pentascales with the students that I'll be working with, of course, I would have you start with either one hand, then the other hand, then both hands, and you play the pentascales. These are major pentascales, by the way, pentascales. There's also minor scales. Major, minor changes the key. It unlocks the minor pentascale. Hear the difference? Versus. So there you go. So that's my lesson on pentascales. And I got some of that from this book, but I didn't even open it, as you saw. And I got some of that from another book. You know, you see these scales in virtually every book. So it's just important to learn scales. Those are just part of scales, like, of course, the whole scale, by the way. Sounds like that. Or together. Cheat a little bit. But that is how you play the scales. That's what they sound like. All right. Well, I hope that this has been informative, and have fun with your hand position, sitting straight, and playing notes individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.